fix all the clocks. Be here at 9 a.m. sharp.
That'll be on my agenda.
The Village of Hainesville public hearing and regular board meeting will now come to order, and it's debatable what time it is, but we'll say 7:02 p.m. April 26, 2011. If you'll all please rise, I'll lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Linda Soto.
Present.
Trustees Darnowski.
Here.
Tiffany.
Here.
Ruberstein.
Here.
Barrett.
Here.
Daly.
Here.
And Washington.
Here.
Okay, we have a full board. Can I have a motion for approval of tonight's agenda?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Trustees Darnowski.
Aye.
Tiffany.
Aye.
Ruberstein. Aye. Barrett.
Aye.
Daly.
Aye.
And Washington.
Aye.
Okay, at this time, we'll open the public hearing for the proposed appropriation ordinance for the budget year of 2011 to 2012. If there was anybody that would like to approach the board on this, please stand before the mic and state your address for the record. No takers? Gone. Public hearing is now closed. I have some exciting news. Before we move into the regular board meeting agenda, we have a cake here tonight. And we felt that it was a cake night because we are making history here in the Village of Hainesville. This is the first time, probably in a good 18 years, that we have had our appropriation and budget approval ready on time to start the new budget year. So I'd like everybody to take a few minutes, including the board and our attorney, and everybody go get a piece of cake and enjoy. And then we'll start the meeting in just a minute. Did you take a picture of the cake?
I didn't. Do you want me to get the picture?
Sure. What was it? Did you say dollar signs on it?
Do you want me to grab my camera?
You're on the camera.
It's like our budget.
Was it in the budget?
It's on. I'm right, yes. You mean of the cake?
Put it on the website.
All right.
Too bad we're not live. That'll make it fun in the meeting. Free cake.
Let me cake. That was there it is. There we go.
Whipped cream.
Absolutely. That's right.
Oh, look. Kathy's taking a picture. All right.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, but you have time to numbers. I was like trying to like open no wait.
No, there's no.
Everybody has cake and is enjoying it, I hope. It looks like there's more, so.
Let it be cake?
Yeah. You want a second piece? Go for it. Okay, let's move on to the omnibus vote agenda. Do we have a motion for approval?
I would like to make an addition to the minutes. Is this the time to do that?
So we'll remove the minutes.
Remove the bills. Because there's plenty of us, the bills payable.
Okay, so we're going to go to a standard vote because those are the. Oh, I was like, you're going to say no, we did. Everybody's spunky tonight. Okay. So let's go to the April 12, 2011 regular board meeting minutes. Do we have a motion for approval?
If that's what you wanted to add.
No, it's a motion, and you can get a second, and we can have discussion.
I'll second it.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, discussion?
Yes. On page 2, under the reports and communication, 1, 2, 3, the fourth paragraph, where it speaks of the meeting that the mayor and the village clerk and I attended, I think we ought to add a line that says, the purpose of the event was to recognize Lake County women in government, community affairs, and charitable activities.
But was that said during the meeting?
No, that was
No, so that needs to be reported separately, because that was not said in this meeting. So it can be reported tonight
Oh, okay.
in a report. Okay. I mean, I know I mentioned that Susie Schmidt was there. I recognize that not everybody is familiar with the event, but it is an annual breakfast. So I can bring that up again under the mayor's report.
Okay.
How's that?
I just thought it ought to say something other than we had a nice time.
Well, it does say the Lake County Women's Coalition Annual Breakfast.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll leave it to you.
But we can't say that something was said at a meeting, prior meeting that wasn't stated.
Okay.
All right, is there any other changes or discussion for the minutes? Okay. Roll call?
Trustees Jaranowski,
Aye.
Tiffany,
Aye.
Duberstein, Barrett,
Aye.
Daly,
Aye.
and Washington.
Aye.
Okay, then, do we have a motion to approve the April 2011 bills payable for $77,323.89?
So moved. Second.
Discussion?
Under Chris Electric Corporation on the first page, we're billed for Julie Locate at Avon Township Field for $242.25. I pulled that bill. It's under, Jeff was researching it, and Kelly, we think it's an Avon Township bill, not Billy Bean, so.
I would agree.
Yeah.
So our dollar amount for approval is then minus $242.25.
Correct.
So can we have an amended motion?
Second.
No, the amended motion should go by who first and
I'll
second.
make a motion that be amended at minus $242.25 from $77,323.89.
Second.
Roll call?
Trustees Jaranowski,
Aye.
Tiffany,
Aye.
Duberstein,
Aye.
Barrett,
Aye.
Daly,
Aye.
and Washington.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, thank you. And then, just to clarify, the recent Lake County Women's Coalition Annual Breakfast that I attended with the clerk and Trustee Duberstein, that is a very worthwhile group that has been in Lake County for umpteen years. And it's a cluster of smaller women organizations, such as the Wings Group. We were there under the auspice of our Wings Group that we participate in, which stands for Women in Government Services. And Senator Susie Schmidt was there. And the annual breakfast, they put on a program, and they were recognizing the history of some women who have accomplished a lot of terrific things in Lake County over the years. But it's also a fundraiser. On an annual basis, they give scholarships to women who maybe are trying to better themselves education-wise, but don't have all the funding to do so. And so the annual breakfast, the coalition board actually cooks the breakfast themselves. They donate the food, and they charge us a big $5 a piece to attend the event. So it was $15. We threw them an extra $5 and gave them even $20. So.
Was that budget?
Yes, it was. So there's just some clarification on that. Moving on, I have some other items of note. The Lake County Municipal League newly elected official conference will be held Saturday, June 4th at the Mundelein Police Department. There's more details to come. They're not accepting registration yet, but that's held from 8:30 to noon. Also, I want to pass out a report that I promised to all the trustees. I'm not going to go over this whole thing, but if you have questions, feel free to contact me or email me. At our last meeting, I reported that I went around and hand-delivered all the business license renewals to our businesses as an opportunity to visit with them and see how the economy was treating them, to see what the village can do, if anything, to help them, and also to find out how they felt they were being serviced with the Grays Lake Police Department. So, as promised, I have for the trustees a listing of the businesses and what their comments were. I'm pleased to say by far most of the businesses are very pleased with the services from the Grays Lake PD. We have noted that the PD does have some cars sitting in parking lots a lot to do traffic enforcement, which is great. We do want traffic enforcement on the main roads, but we do want to get them also back on the residential streets. So we have discussed that with them. A few businesses said they just have very little interaction with the PD, whether it was when we had our own or Grays Lake PD, so they really didn't have much of a comment. The biggest concerns was from two businesses back on Center Drive, Lake County Automotive and Fine Line. And that is when you enter in off the street by the old Village Hall site, the blacktop ends and then it becomes a gravel road. And the police were not patrolling back there in any regular manner, and they had made us aware that they wouldn't be because of the tremendous sized potholes back there. Now, the owner of Lake County Automotive said that he does try every spring to put some gravel down to make the road better. That is not a village road, that is private property, but in an effort to give them better police patrol and also to make sure that their businesses still thrive through this economy, I did have 2 loads of gravel delivered over, 2 semi-truckfuls of gravel delivered over to that area. It was smoothed out and the road is accessible and patrol is now going back to that area. We have advised the business owners, though, that for the tremendous amount of auto parts and equipment they keep outside, it is not secured, it is not fenced, it is not guarded in any way, and that certainly needs to be done because it is piled so high at times it would take 3 months to notice if something was really missing or not. So they have some work to do on their part too, but we're certainly happy to work with them. So again, look over this when you can and then let me know if there's any other input or questions you have. I was also notified that the tax bills will be mailed out early May. And of course that's due in 2 payments, early June and September. They do want you to know that, especially in these times, they're willing to work out payment plans with everyone. They realize that many people are not in a position to make the 2 large payments. A 1.5% interest rate is accrued if you pay past the due dates, but they are happy to work out a payment plan. So I just want residents to be aware of that in these hard times. Also, on a final note before we move on, this Friday evening I will be attending the Mayor's Caucus tribute to Mayor Daley downtown at Navy Pier. Mayor Daley was actually the founder of the Mayor Caucus, which brings all of us mayors together for quarterly meetings to work and get legislation sent down to Springfield in a cooperative manner from this part of Illinois, and that's worked out really well, so I'm looking forward to attending that event very much. With that, let's move on to standing committee announcements, and I'm being kicked by my clerk. She has an announcement, which I asked her to make in regards to the election. The final results are in, so let's hear what the final election results are.
The results did not change since Election Day. The official abstract of votes as of April 20th, 2011 are as follows. Walter Crease, 199 votes. Kevin Barrett, 176. Gary Walkington, 149. And Timothy Powell, 83.
Thank you. Now we'll move on to any standing committee announcements. Any takers?
The Budget Committee meets May 5th. We are already starting to plant some new trees around the village, and we'll be putting in some new plants along in Deer Point. And if it ever stops raining, we'll be be able to do some more stuff.